Hello and welcome. From the beheading of a tailor in Udaipur over a social media post to the murder of a 27-year-old woman in Delhi allegedly by her live-in partner, we bring you 5 crimes that shook India in 2022. Shraddha Walkar murder case emerged as one of the horrific crimes committed in 2022. Here's a look into what happened. This is the first floor flat in South Delhi's Mehrauli where 28-year-old Aftab Poonawalla allegedly strangled his 27-year-old live-in partner Shraddha Walkar. According to police, Aftab strangled her, chopped her body into over 30 parts, dumped them in the Mehrauli jungle and spent the next 2-3 months dumping them in a forested area.
आफ्ताब पुनावाला याने माझ्या मुलीची अत्यंत क्रूरतेने हत्या केली असून त्याला कठोरात कठोर शिक्षा व्हावी व त्याच्या कुटुंबातील त्याचे आई-वडील व भाऊ यांचीही सखोल चौकशी करून त्यांना जास्तीत जास्त शिक्षा झाली पाहिजे.
It was in 2019 when Aftab and Shraddha met in Mumbai through a dating app and moved in together in Delhi on May 15th this year. According to police, the murder took place on May 18th, but the crime and its gruesome details came to light only on November 12th. The police said Shraddha used to stay with her mother, who died in 2020, and younger brother before she moved out in 2019. Her family said she completed her graduation in mass media and later worked for a sports retail company before joining a call center. The family said they did not know much about her relationship with Aftab. On October 6th, her father filed a missing complaint in Vasai near Mumbai after Walkar's friends informed the family that her phone had been switched off for more than 2 months and she was not in touch with any of them. What happened next? Aftab Poonawalla was asked to come to Mumbai and record his statement on November 3rd. He claimed Walkar had left after an argument in May. But Assistant Inspector Sachin Sana found some discrepancies and informed the Delhi police. The Delhi police summoned Poonawalla for questioning and confronted him with their findings, after which he broke down. Aftab revealed to the police that he and Shraddha had frequent fights and on the day of the murder, he wanted to silence her but ended up strangulating Walkar. After his arrest, the police took him to Mehrauli jungle to recover the parts. A police officer said it took him almost a day to cut and pack the body into small poly bags. He did all this in the bathroom and wiped the floor several times. After almost 2-3 months, he discarded the head and torso. Aftab also revealed to the police that he was inspired by the show Dexter to hack and discard his partner's body. Besides, further investigation revealed that a complaint was lodged by Shraddha Walkar in November 2020 in Maharashtra. She had written, "Today he tried to kill me by suffocating me and he scares and blackmails me that he will kill me, cut me up in pieces and throw me away." She also stated, "It's been 6 months he has been hitting me, but I did not have the guts to go to the police because he would threaten to kill me." In a breakthrough, police sources told the Indian Express that the bones recovered from Mehrauli forest matched the DNA of Shraddha Walkar's father. Another chilling murder was reported in Delhi's Pandav Nagar. A woman and her son were arrested by the crime branch of Delhi for allegedly killing her husband and chopping his body into 10 pieces.
वो मेरे बच्चों के साथ गलत कर रहा था। अच्छा। गलत नियत रखता था, इसीलिए करा मैंने ऐसा। अच्छा। मैंने नहीं, मेरे बेटे ने करा। अच्छा।
वही है ये फोन कर दिया अभी फोन पे देखो ये जगह जहाँ पैर है।
वो घूम गई ना पेड़ आगे चल गया। हाँ तो पेड़ के पीछे ही घूम गई ना ऊपर।
आगे से देखे पड़ता है अभी टाइम
और दीपक और ये दोनों इससे परेशान थे क्योंकि ये इनके पैसे भी छीन लेता था, कुछ बुरी नजर रखता था। जो इसकी पहली कल्लू से जो बेटी थी उस पे जो डाइवोर्स हो चुकी थी, और जो दीपक की जिससे लड़की से शादी हुई थी उनके ऊपर, और उल्टे सीधे काम करने की कोशिश करता था। तो इन्होंने एक ये पूरा प्लान बनाया कि इसको शराब पिलाएंगे, शराबी ये था ही, और इसको नशे की गोलियां मिला देंगे। उसके बाद इसको मार के इसके टुकड़े टुकड़े करके अलग अलग जगह पे दबा देंगे या फेंक देंगे, ताकि किसी को आज तक पता ही नहीं चल पाएगा कि कौन था, किसकी बॉडी थी, किसकी लाइफ। तो ये पूरा प्लान करके इन्होंने काम।
वो मेरे बच्चों के साथ गलत कर रहा था।
अच्छा
गलत नियत रखता था, इसीलिए करा मैंने ऐसा। मैंने नहीं, मेरे बेटे ने करा।
Down south in Kerala, 2 women were allegedly abducted, beheaded, and buried as part of a suspected witchcraft ritual to gain financial prosperity at Elanthur village. Kerala police took all 3 accused in the Kerala human sacrifice case under their custody till October 24th. The main accused in the case, Shafi, was also brought to the police club in Kochi for interrogation. The police said that the accused had allegedly lured the victims by promising them money.
The CCTV footage and the Scorpio which was detected and the ownership of the Scorpio, it led to the first accused, Mr. Shafi alias Rashid. Shafi, later I'll tell you his type of personality. We had to resort to various other methods of scientific investigation like tower locations, CDRs and analysis, and there were several theories. We don't know what happened to the lady because we don't even know which kind of color saree she was wearing. That led to our scientific investigation led to Pathanamthitta district. Main conspirator of this case is accused number 1, Shafi alias Rashid. He actually designed the conspiracy. He trapped A2 and A3 into believing that human sacrifice is needed for their financial well-being. Basically, he is a sexual pervert. Sexual pervert including sadistic pleasure, causing injury, causing harm, even death. That is the level of his perversion.
Crimes happen to everyone everywhere, and the country's biggest shocker came from Punjab when popular singer Sidhu Moosewala died after he was shot at on 29th May. Days after the Punjab government reduced Congress leader and popular Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala's security cover, he was shot dead near Mansa. Police said Moosewala was shot at while he was driving his SUV in village Jawahar Ke in Mansa with two others and was declared brought dead at the Mansa Civil Hospital. Punjab Director General of Police Viresh Kumar Bhavra said Moosewala left his house in Musa village at 4:30 pm. Around 5:30 pm, he was driving his jeep accompanied by two persons when two vehicles that had been following him intercepted his vehicle and fired at him. On May 26th, as part of the Aam Aadmi Party government security pruning exercise, Moosewala security cover had been halved from 4 to 2. The Punjab DGP VK Bhavra attributed the killing of Sidhu Moosewala to inter-gang rivalry. On December 2nd, gangster Goldie Brar, the mastermind behind the murder of Punjabi singer-politician Sidhu Moosewala, was apprehended in California. Bhagwant Mann, the Chief Minister of Punjab, verified the news. Canada-based Brar, the primary accused in the case, is a member of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. He had claimed responsibility for the killing of Moosewala.
Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala was shot dead by unidentified assailants in Jawahar Ke village of Mansa district. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann announced on December 2nd that notorious gangster Satinder Singh, aka Goldie Brar, had been detained in California.
कनाडा में एक बहुत बड़ा गैंगस्टर बैठा था जो सब गैर सामाजिक कार्रवाइयाँ करवा रहा था, पैसे भेज रहा था या कुछ भी। गोल्डी ब्राड उसको अमेरिका में डिटेन कर लिया गया।
Brar is implicated in the murder of Punjabi hip-hop sensation Sidhu Moosewala. Recently, however, the gangster allegedly appeared in an interview and said he would never be caught alive. So who is Goldie Brar and what is his involvement in the Moosewala murder? Goldie Brar is a close associate of gangster Lawrence Bishnoi. Brar was involved in an extortion racket being run in the state of Punjab. He is currently based out of Canada. Brar is a native of Faridkot district in Punjab and he is allegedly operating from Canada through a module in Punjab. Punjab Director General of Police, DGP VK Bhavra, said Moosewala's murder had a connection with the murder of Shiromani Akali Dal leader Vicky Midhu Khera. In a purported social media post by Goldie Brar, it was claimed that Moosewala's murder was a revenge killing. The murder was carried out to avenge Midhu Khera's murder. The murders were part of gang rivalries between the gangs of jailed gangster Lawrence Bishnoi and of slain gangster Davinder Bambiha. Goldie Brar's cousin Gurlal Brar was murdered outside a disco in Chandigarh's industrial area in July last year. Gurlal was a close aide of Bishnoi and Goldie. To avenge his death, Goldie Brar allegedly arranged the murder of Youth Congress leader Gurlal Pahalwan in Faridkot. When law enforcement authorities announced Brar as the prime suspect in the case, he reportedly fled to Canada to save himself. Brar continued running his operations from there.
Next up, we take you to Udaipur, where a gruesome killing took place on June 28th when two men hacked a tailor to death inside his shop over a social media post. Our senior correspondent Hamza Khan joined us to share the details. My first question to you on the Udaipur murder that happened 2 days back, where this man Kanhaiya Lal was hacked to death inside his shop by these two men. So we all know what really happened. We all understand. We have seen the viral video. People have reacted on it. So the first question is that what led the two men to do something, what they did that day? So can you please explain that to us?
So it all began earlier in June. I mean, of course, it all began with Nupur Sharma's objectionable comments made on live television. And earlier in June, so Kanhaiya Lal claimed that he doesn't know how to use mobile phone a lot. And it was his son who accidentally posted an objectionable post on Facebook while playing video games. So that's what Kanhaiya Lal claimed to the police. And this was, again, earlier in the first 10 days of June, sometime during those first 10 days. Mm-hmm. And then subsequently an FIR was lodged against Kanhaiya Lal. And then locals, and as locals got to know about it, they started protesting, and then eventually that affair was lodged on June 10th by a local resident, Nazim Ahmed. And Kanhaiya Lal was arrested the next day itself, that is June 11th, and on 12th he got his bail. So, but then he continued to receive threats from the locals. In fact, he alleged that Nazim and some locals were doing recce of his shop. And that's why he also didn't open his shop for quite a few days. And then eventually the police brought both the parties together, and like seven, eight persons from both sides, made them sit together and ensure that they reached an agreement. But then, so that was separate, and Kanhaiya Lal reached an agreement with this set of persons. But then on 17th, there was another person, Muhammad Riaz, who allegedly, recorded a video giving threat. He didn't name Kanhaiya Lal, but he said that, anyone who has made objectionable comments regarding the Prophet, we'll, behead them. So that went on. Like, again, we're not sure when that video was recorded. I mean, Muhammad Riaz claims that he made that video on 17th of June.
Right.
But anyway, so it was on 28th of June, he went and, murdered Kanhaiya Lal.
The whole incident happened. What happened in Rajasthan? Ashok Gehlot immediately we heard that evening, the two men were arrested.
Yeah. So they were trying to escape to Rajsamand. Rajsamand is adjacent to Udaipur. But then, considering the sensitivity of the crime, and like it's quite heinous, and a lot of us have seen the videos, and also knowing that it could snowball into a bigger controversy, so the Gehlot government wasted no time, and within the day, these two were arrested. Like within hours of committing the deed, these two were arrested. They were trying to flee on a motorcycle, and so they scanned the CCTV footage and everything, and they nabbed these two guys from Bhim in Rajsamand. And that night itself, the ADG, Law and Order, Hawa Singh ji, so he gave a statement saying that we are sending two police to Udaipur, and then a few RPS, Rajasthan Police Service officials as well, apart from around 600 police personnel. And then internet services were also prohibited. Mobile internet services were also restricted across Rajasthan. Initially, it was for 24 hours, but then it has been they've been extending it. So currently, even in Jaipur, mobile services are prohibited at least till 5:30 p.m. on today, that is Friday. Okay. And the state was put on high alert. Like the IGs and the SPs were asked to increase mobilization in their respective jurisdictions, to basically ensure that no untoward incident happens, and there were minor protests across the state, to basically take people into confidence and hold CLG meetings, and so that happened. Plus, Section 144 was also imposed across Rajasthan for a month. So again, that is also in effect. And and then the CM also said that within when the incident was committed, that night itself, the police intelligence got to know that this might have some international links. And the DGP said in a press conference that since the beginning, we have been treating this as a terror case. And hence, the NIA was involved. And so, I mean, by and large, the Gehlot government moved very quickly on, following the gruesome murder. Yeah.
Hamza, I want to talk about what Kanhaiya Lal's wife said. So in one of her reports, it's mentioned where, quote unquote, she said, "My husband was consistently receiving threats that he would be killed." And you also mentioned that, he claimed that, some people were, sort of hovering around his shop. So didn't police take any action, or what was the whole, there's a backlash, of course, over there. So can you also tell us a little bit about that in detail?
Yeah. So again, there seems to be a lot of confusion about this, the family seeking security from the police. So the sequence of events is that, like I said earlier, So he was saying that, my name and my photograph is viral in their community's group, and instructions have been given that, wherever anyone spots me, so I should be killed right then and there. So like this really threatened Kanhaiya Lal, and then that's why he, approached the police on 15th of June. But then the same day, the police station, the officials at the police station, they, like I said earlier, they brought both the sides together, like 7-8 people from both the sides together, and they asked them to to sort of reach a compromise or maybe an agreement that you are all neighbors, and it would be better if if you guys get along. So after the meeting, over which was overseen by the local police, Kanhaiya Lal withdrew his request seeking police protection. So there is a handwritten letter by Kanhaiya Lal which was submitted to the police station, where he's saying that I don't wish to proceed on my prayer seeking police protection. So that's what the police continues to cite, Rajasthan police, that look, we want to we did as in the local police did what Kanhaiya Lal asked them to do. Like eventually when Kanhaiya Lal withdrew, so of course like our role was like they're trying to pass the buck or trying to maybe evade accusations.
Right.
So but then that was separate, and then it was on 17th, like I said earlier, that the other guy. So that guy again. Also the DGP said that Kanhaiya Lal had not met the two murderers before at any point.
Right.
And also Nazim Ahmed, the one who had lodged FIR against Kanhaiya Lal, even he and his group of friends or accomplices allegedly did not meet the two murderers at any point of time, like so far. Like it hasn't been found as an investigation so far. Yeah.
Hamza, have you met the family?
So no, I haven't. So our colleague Deep is in Udaipur, so he has met the the family of Kanhaiya Lal.
So what has Deep gathered from the family? What is their demand right now?
So initially, when the murder took place on 28th, the locals and the family were like, of course, not just them, like there was shock all across. And then the locals had gathered at the spot, and they were demanding, arrest of the accused and, compensation and a, job for the kin of the family. So it was only very late in the day. It was quite late at night when the family eventually yielded, like post the arrest of the two accused, Mohammad Riaz and Ghaus Mohammed. And so eventually, the cremation was taken, a postmortem was conducted the next day, and the cremation took place the next day. But on Thursday, the CM himself went and he met Kanhaiya Lal's family, and he went with the chief secretary, with the DGP, with former minister and the Congress state president Govind Singh Dotazra, and he went with all the top officials of the state. And then rupees 50 lakh check was handed over to the family, and he also paid for floral respects to Kanhaiya Lal. And then he assured the family that the state is with you, and we will ensure that the investigation is conducted quickly, and then they are brought to justice swiftly, and that we have involved the NIA to basically ensure that all the angles in this particular case are looked at. So so basically the family was and has it quick like they want justice quickly. So, and the CM has assured the accused will be brought to justice quickly and swiftly.
And there's also reports of one of the accused having Pakistan links. So can you also throw some light on that?
So at least two officials, one is the Minister of State for Home of Rajasthan, Rajendra Singh Yadav. He has claimed that Mohammad Ghaus visited Karachi in 2014, and he visited the office of Dawat-e-Islami. So Dawat-e-Islami was founded around four decades ago. And so the minister said that he also went to Nepal and to some Middle Eastern countries, and then he was talking to some Pakistan phone numbers for the last few years, around 8 to 10 phone numbers. And then the DGP of Rajasthan, ML Latta, he has said something similar, that this guy went to Karachi in 2014. That has been confirmed. And but beyond that, they, like the DGP himself said that, it's still a part of investigation. We are still investigating the whether there was, like, whether he was influenced, and everything else in the case. Like he said, it's all a part of investigation. But then he did confirm that Mohammad Ghosh did go to Karachi in 2014.
That's all for today. Stay tuned for more videos and all news updates only on Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.